Hello, and welcome to Killer Ant's Review. Unlike my counterpart Smirkle, I'm actually going to give a real review to some books I've read. Especially during the 2 months I was in lockdown because of COVID, I actually read quite a few books. So this one's called The Hobbit by J.R.R Tolkien, prequel to Lord of the Rings. And honestly, I actually did enjoy this one. I liked it a lot. So it's basically a hobbit named Bilbo, or I don't know, pretty bad with his names. He basically goes on an adventure with a bunch of dwarves, and for the most part, it's pretty entertaining. The dwarves turn out to be pretty bad at adventuring, since it feels like they get captured like every chapter, and either Gandalf or the hobbits actually have to free them. At first, it's Gandalf who basically does everything. Like, dwarves get captured, gets them out, and then Gandalf, like at partway through, is like, "Yeah, screw you guys," and he leaves. And then all of a sudden, the Hobbit's the one who's doing everything, and he's like this guy who's just a normal guy. Well, normal for a Hobbit. Overall, he's a very likable character, and it's definitely huge character growth as he turns from this guy who's like reluctantly going through this adventure, like, oh my god, why am I being dragged into this, to someone who he does get into it, and it definitely is a entertaining ride. Well, it's different. There's many different covers. This one is probably my favorite of the covers I've seen, just because it's actually pretty colorful, and it definitely sets up like the scene, since it's pretty much like the introduction, like the first chapter. So what's the negatives about this book? My biggest negative is, well, there's two. One is the dwarves. There's a lot of dwarven characters, and I don't feel like we actually got to know most of them. I think I only got to know about 3 or 4 of them. The rest are just kind of blurs to me, so I don't even know who they are. I was like, here's her name, here's her looks, and basic personality. There's like a couple who are like the leaders, a couple who are like the younger ones who actually do something. And my biggest complaint is the ending battle, which it just felt like it's just tacked on. Kind of like the guy was just trying to finish it up as quickly as possible. I actually wasn't really into that battle. It was just a mess, and that's just my opinion. Some people may have enjoyed that battle. I certainly didn't, and I definitely love huge battle scenes, like the Game of Thrones battle scenes described in the book was pretty good, but this one just wasn't. But overall, what would I give this book? I give it a solid 8 out of 10. I mean, it's not perfect, but I do recommend anyone who has seen the Lord of the Rings movies or The Hobbit, just to read this. And honestly, I definitely prefer this over the movies, since the movies just keep going on and on and on. I felt like they could have made 2 movies instead of just 3. But overall, great book, and I'm hoping to continue doing these reviews. I might do the Game of Thrones series next. So my name is Killer Ant. If you want to see more reviews, or if you want to see more Smurgle reads Wizard of Oz, or him doing some more reviews, just feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.